Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Let's Football Live. As you can see from the color of the t-shirt I'm wearing, it's going to be about Kerala Blasters today. So let me try a bit of Malayalam once again, shall we? As I say hello to everybody today on this fabulous Thursday. Hello, Nandu99, Karthik KKN10. A bit of a technical slag at my end, sorry. Sorry about the delay. Darshan AR7 Forever. I hope you guys are well. Let's Football Live ilake evarkum swagatham njan Anantyagi. Ella divasavam Let's Football Live ilake tune in cheyna ella Malayaligalakkum orayiram nanni. Thank you everyone 1,000 times over for tuning in to this broadcast every single time. Today, as you can see from the Malayalam and the yellow t-shirt that I'm wearing, we're going to be talking about Kerala Blasters, and we're going to be introducing you to the new head coach of KBFC. He's none other than Kibu vicuna, somebody who led Mohun Bagan to their second I-League title, the first Spanish coach to actually win the Hero I-League. And he didn't just win the title, he won it on a canter with 4 games to spare, the most goals scored, the least amount conceded. So plenty of excitement to look forward to as we welcome him to the Hero Indian Super League family and as we welcome him to Let's Football Live. So let me try and get him on. Waiting for Kibu to log on. Hello, sir. How are you doing?
Hello. Good evening. How are you?
I'm very well. My name's Anantyagi. This is the first time we're officially meeting, but good to see you logging in from the Kerala Blasters handle. I'm sure that'll make a lot of people very happy because they can't wait to see you in that Kerala Blasters track top in Kochi, I'm sure.
Yes, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. It's a pleasure to have a talk today.
Yeah, there are so many questions that have come in from fans already, as you can expect. But I got to know that it was only about 10 days ago that you finally managed to leave India to go back to Spain. What have the last 2 months been like? Because you never really got to celebrate the league title, and then you had to stay in lockdown in India, in Kolkata, and then you had to drive to Delhi and then go to Madrid.
Yes, it was a little bit strange, no? Because we won the league. We won the last game we played against Isowal, and then we didn't play more, no, and we couldn't celebrate with the trophy, with the medals, with our supporters. It was a little bit strange.
Yeah, I'm sure it was, but I'm sure you made the most of your time in trying to catch up with what's going to be your new team. As you can see, with all the yellow hearts coming in, they're asking me to speak more Malayalam. That's all the Malayalam I know. Hopefully, you'll be able to pick up some, when you go to Kochi and travel around in Kerala. But that's what Kerala is about, Kibu, because that place absolutely breathes football. They're so passionate about their sport. They're so passionate about this team as well. But before we come to Kerala, I wanted to talk to you about the fact that you got into coaching so early. I think it was just at the age of 16 that you started coaching ball boys in your school, and by the time you were done with university, you were already you already had your pro license. Just tell us a bit about your coaching journey and how it all started.
Okay, you are right. I started coaching when I had 16 years old. I was playing and also training small kids of 8, 9 years. Then progressively I was training in because I started with foot 5. I mean futsal. No, futsal in Spain is popular with the small kids. Then it's foot 8, and then normal football 11. No. And when I was studying in the school, I was also my passion is football since I was very young, and I started coaching, training, studying. I studied also in the University of Journalism, and when I was in the university, I was playing football, I was studying, and also I think I started with the first course, the UEFA UEFA B license, then the UEFA A license. And when I finished my study in the university, I started working. I was playing, I was coaching, and also I did my last license, the UEFA Pro license. Almost 18 years ago. 18 years ago. Yes. Then I was playing the university team. I started. The coach had to leave the team, so I started coaching the team that where I played. Then I went to Osasuna to play to train the junior team. I was very lucky because I trained very good players now, players that they are in the top level. For example, Javi Martinez, he was World Championship with Spain in South Africa. He's playing in Bayern. Cesar Azpilicueta, the captain of Chelsea. Raúl Garcia, the captain of Athletic Bilbao. Nacho Monreal in Real Sociedad. So in a small team as Osasuna, it was a very good time, very good players. And then I went to Poland. I was second coach with Jan Urban in the best teams in Poland. We play in Europe, qualification in Champions League, group phase in European League twice. And in the last 2 years, I started again to be head coach in Lithuania, in Poland, and last season in Mohun Bagan in India.
Don't worry, Kibu. I've done my research because I went to kibu.es and I went through your website to see everything about your coaching philosophy. I went to your YouTube channel as well. There was a lovely little video over there where there are so many people giving you tributes from Cesar Azpilicueta, like you said, the Chelsea captain, to Raúl Garcia of Athletic Bilbao and all these guys. It was nice to see because that's the kind of the pedigree that you're bringing into the Hero ISL. And to Kerala Blasters. That's fantastic to see. But you've also been influenced a lot in your career by a few coaches. You mentioned in that video that I saw on your website, names like Bielsa, names like Lopetegui, who's also given you a tribute. Just tell us about some of the coaches who've inspired you before we come to questions from fans about Kerala and Kerala Blasters.
Okay. Yes, every coach has his own style and his inspirations, as coaches. For me, Guardiola for me is the best coach in the world. It doesn't matter if he's winning or not winning, but the way he's always innovating things in football, And I have a, how to say, I like the way his teams are playing football. In Barcelona, for me, Barcelona is the best team I ever seen. His Barcelona, I mean, with Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, Piqué, etc. Bayern Munich with Guardiola play fantastic. Also Manchester City. For me, he's the best. But also another coaches, for example, the way Vicente del Bosque lead his teams, Spanish national team, very cultural man with very good education, leaving the players to be the main characters of the film. The way that the teams of Simeone work in the defensive phase. Also, Marcelo Bielsa, for me, he's a genius. He's a genius himself. I think he's a genius as person, as a genius as coach. I love the way his teams are playing, and Lopetegui, because I know him since he was young. And also his teams are playing very well.
Yeah, I remember him saying in that video that he would let you, as a youngster, when you guys were playing football together, he'd let you have more of the ball, or sometimes not let you play enough football. But there's also talk of Jan Urban, who gives you a nice little tribute, Kibu, and he says that sometimes I feel Kibu is too passionate. I sometimes think he wants to learn too much. I think he wants to know too much about other coaches. What's this whole story about? What is, what does Kibu vicuna do when he's sitting at home like he is right now, preparing for a brand new season with Kerala Blasters? Is he watching all the other coaches in the ISL?
Look, also, I can say that, for example, I came back from India, and now I wanted to rest a little bit, have rested as a mobile phone, rested 1 week, 2 weeks. But I cannot. So it's not possible. I always watching matches, watching players, reading. Watching videos of another coaches, trainings of another coaches. Now it's not possible. Yeah. For example, my plan when I'm here in Spain is to go to see live, for example, 1 week of the trainings of one team. For example, Real Sociedad is a team that I always support, and also, in my opinion, it's not because I'm supporting this team. It's the team that is playing the best football this season in Spain, but it's not possible because of the coronavirus. You cannot travel, you cannot go to watch the trainings of any team. But I love, for example, I like to go to watch the trainings, to watch the way the coaches are managing, are having the trainings in professional teams, and of course teams that for me they are an inspiration.
Fantastic. I can see so many people have tuned into this, so I'm going to get straight into the fan questions and try and take the questions that came in early for you. And I've lost count of the number of questions there are. So I'm going to try and, with the help of the ISL digital team, I've compiled a few together. So I'll come to the first one, which comes from Captain Sparrow. My apologies.
Wow.
And he says, what is the reason behind choosing Kerala Blasters? When you got that phone call, or got the email, what was the reaction like? Was it easy for you to leave a club that you've just won a title with?
No, I received a phone call from the sporting director, and we started talking about the future, about to create a new project. Also, then I talked with the president, with the CEO, and I thought that I think that we can create a good project. We can create a good team, to a style of playing football, and also I know that the supporters of Kerala Blasters they are amazing, and I think it is a very good option. I mean, a very challenging, but a very good challenge. Very good challenge for me to develop myself also as a coach and try to create, because I signed for two seasons. Try to create a good project in Kerala.
Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what they expect from you as well. There was another question from Anthony John, who's a senior journalist of Malayalam Manorama. Somebody I'm sure people tuning into this broadcast will know very well. What is your action plan at KBFC? Is it to raise the level of playing standard, or is it to sort of achieve consistency? Because that's something that's been lacking over the last few seasons. Because Kerala haven't qualified for the playoffs in the last 3 seasons now, despite making the finals twice.
Okay, I think we are working in our project. We are trying to create a good team according to the situation, because according to a good team, according to the budget we will have. Also, I told with the club I want to work with the young players. I mean, with the 5-6 best players in the academy, in the reserve teams, in the junior team, because it's the same plan we had in Mohun Bagan. I told that first you have to see what you have in your own club, and for example, last season. Sahil started with us in the preseason, and then he was a key player with us. Subo Gos, Kiyan Nasiri. So I already watched some games of the second team. I want to watch more matches of the reserves. But anyway, our objective is to create a strong team, create our own style with our own values. And of course, my idea also always is to be a proactive team. That means a team that try to control the game through the ball, and then if we are working well, if we play good football, we will be closer to get good results.
Yeah, excellent. And I hope that answers Anthony John's question. He had a few questions, actually. He said, strikers win matches, defenders win titles. What is your vision of having a sound defense line at Blasters? Because last year, despite the attacking football and the number of goals that Kerala scored, they were also guilty of not having the same backline because of injuries, and as a result, conceding a lot of goals.
Yes, I think the key word is balance. A team needs a correct balance, offensive balance and defensive balance. The balance between attack and defend. No? I also watch all the games of Kerala Blasters last season, and to be honest, they play very good football. But some games sometimes it happens that when you are in the good wave, you are winning, and sometimes you don't deserve to win. And when you are in the bad wave, perhaps you are better than the opponent, and you are not winning. Anyway, I think we can improve in all lines. No, I mean the goalkeeper, the defensive line, midfielders, strikers. But I think we have to create our own style. I mean, a teamwork. No, a team that defend better, because always when you are receiving goals, you are talking only about the defensive line, and it's a question of the whole team. No, and when you are scoring goals, it's the striker or the player who scored the goal who is only you are talking about this player, and it's the whole team behind him. Is also important. So I think we have to create a good balance. Of course, we will try to be a good attacking team, but also when you are attacking, you have to prepare the defensive transition, and you have to prepare the defensive phase of the game.
Yeah, that's what I read on your website as well. That you like the possession style of football. You like teams with initiative. You like teams that are teams of action, and you like to play from the back. If you lose the ball, you like your teams to press forward and win the ball back. And that's what leads me to the next couple of questions that came in about your coaching philosophy, what the fans can expect, and what kind of football, with what you've seen from Kerala Blasters, that you can look to implement. There were questions from Gary Alex 5 and Casper asking about the kind of philosophy. Would that change depending on the kind of squad you have?
Well, yes, it depends. It depends on the players, but our idea is important. I mean, my idea is to have a team that have more possession of the ball than the opponent. But more important than the possession of the ball is to play in the opponent half, to have more entries in the last third, and create more chances and more shots than the opponent. I think is the most important statistic. The most important statistics is the goals you score and the goals that you are not conceding. But after this statistic, in my opinion, the most important statistic is which team is making more entries in the last third, and more shots on target. No, for example, last season in Mohumbagan, most of the games we have more possession of the game than the opponent, but only in one game we had less shots on target than the opponent. No, this is very important. In Kerala Blasters, I think in 18 games, 16 games they have more possession of the game than the opponent. But this possession, then you have to create more chances and to shots more time than the opponent, especially on target.
Yep, absolutely. What you do with the ball is more important, and in what half it is as well. There was a question from Joel Joseph, who mentions the one thing that plagued Kerala Blasters in the previous season, Kibu, and that was fitness. He says, how are you going to take care of the fitness of players this season? Because that's something that we suffered a lot from in our season, 2019-20.
Yes, yes. We have a fantastic physical coach, Paulius Ragauskas. He's from Lithuania. I have full confidence in him. But also, I think we have to train physically well because it's true that for me it was a surprise how many injuries has muscular injuries has Kerala Blasters last season. No? So we will try to train properly. To train also individually because every player needs different things, and train according to, because for me the most important part of the game is the tactics. No, also the physical part is important, but the tactical one is the most important for us. So we have to take care of everything, no, the physical part, but also it's very important the alimentation of the players, the rehabilitation after injuries, the prevention before the trainings, the prevention part of the prevention, stretching, etc. Core, there are a lot of parts of the a lot of parts of the organization of the team that we have to take care. Also the weight and the fat average, the fat percentage.
You'll be hoping that they're using the lockdown as much as possible to stay as fit as possible for the next season as well. You want them in good physical condition, don't you? When they finally join, the training for Kerala.
Yes. You mean me, myself?
No, I mean, you yourself as well. I'm talking about the players, but yeah, why not?
Yes. Also, we want to, now they are in holidays, but since 1st of June we are going to contact with the players to start having contact with them in terms of have a plan, a physical plan, because we are new in the team, and also we implement the team. We are trying we are going to talk with the players to start explaining them our style of game and to have dynamics with them to create a good group. I think that in football you have to take care of every aspect of the game, and for example, for me, to create a good group, to create a family, to create a strong team is very important, because in football 1 + 1 is not 2. You have to when the team believes in the way you are playing, believes in the way you are playing, and you are believing in the teammate that you have at your side, the team is working very well and is working properly. And I think we have to work a lot. No, we are new. We are going to create a new team with a new style and a new philosophy, and we have to work very hard.
Yeah, somebody just mentioned who will be your captain next season. I think that's a difficult one for you to answer. But speaking of captains, there have been 2 for Kerala. There's Sandesh Jingan, who was injured last season. And I've been watching his training videos at home, and he looks absolutely ready to go after that injury. I've been watching Bartholomew Ogbeche doing push-ups with his kids at the back. So, I mean, these two guys have been great figures in Kerala Blasters. Have you had a chance to watch some of their football over the last year that you've spent in India?
Yes. I couldn't see Sandesh because he got an injury at the beginning, and I couldn't see.
Yeah.
But I saw him before in videos of other seasons, and Bartov Beche was the top scorer of the team, one of the top scorers of the league.
Yeah.
Also, you can see in the games. The passion he has, the good relation he has with his teammates. He's a very good captain. No, anyway, we will see which team we will have this next season. I mean, for sure, another players are coming, and I also respect who is the captain in the past, but also I like to give the opportunity to the players to choose their own captain, no, the players that the person they feel that they are going to represent them.
Yeah, speaking of the players, I can see there's a question from an angry 90s, an angry 90s kid. Wow, that's a fabulous name, by the way. He's saying if you're recruiting 3 or 4 players from Mohun Bagan, will I-League players overcome those differences? Now, there's clearly a step up when you go to the Hero Indian Super League. Of course, I mean, you had some great players at your disposal. Joseba Beitia was very good. Fran Gonzalez had a great season. The youngsters like SK Sahil, Nongamba Naurem, and all of these guys. Can we expect that some of these players would be also looking to shift to the Hero ISL to take that step up in terms of their football?
I think some of the players that most of them that we have we had in Mohun Bagan, they have the level to play in ISL and play and have a good performance. For example, sure that Nongamba Naurem is going to be with us because he was on loan last season and he played fantastic. I have a lot of confidence in him because he's very young. He grew up very much last season, and I expect that he's going to continue improving because he has a lot of potential to be a fantastic player. And also, as you said, another players. No, I cannot say now which player to take players that I think that they are going to give us a good performance in Kerala Blasters next season.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll get a chance to pick with them, which takes me to the next thing about your relationship with the technical director. I saw your interaction on video with Carolis Kinkis. Vishnu Prasad B had a question. How was your experience with him so far? What's been the chat like with the management? What have been the kind of goals that they've set for you for next season, Kibu?
Look,
If you guys can hear me, just give me a wave. I'm just waiting for Kibu to come back on. Oh, okay, yeah, there he is. Hello, sir. Welcome back.
Okay. And according to the management, I had a conversation with them via I don't remember it or Zoom, and it was very nice. It was very nice. I had a very good feeling with the president, with the CEO, with the directors, and I think that we can create a very good project, and for sure we are going to go to work hard to do our best. No, we are working already to create a good team and to try to get good results. No, for us, for example, as you said before, we would like to get a place in the best 4, no, in the playoffs. But step by step, we have to start to build a good team, and to start working to create our style.
Fantastic. There was another question that came in about the importance of preseason from Togi Thomas, and he says, will it be an Indian preseason or overseas preseason? Maybe it's a bit too early for you to know right now, but how important is that for you, given the fact that you're going to be getting into the ISL for the first time?
Well, to be honest, we don't know yet because we don't know when it's going to start the season, when we can come back to India, because it's going to depend of when India is going to be open to the people from abroad. I mean the visas, etc. So we don't know yet. We are that's Okay.
Seems to be acting up a little bit.
No problem.
Yeah. Sorry, we were just on the preseason bit.
Yes. I already answered that the preseason, we don't know yet. To be honest, I don't mind if we are going to do the preseason in India or we are going to do the preseason in other countries. For example, last season with Mohun Bagan, we made the preseason in Goa and it was a fantastic preseason.
Right. Okay. I'll come to the eternal question that every fan wants to know. The Kerala Blasters fans, I'm sure you know them as Manyapada, the Yellow Army. They're known for their famous banners and tifos, chants in Malayalam, in English. They travel everywhere. They fill the stands away from home as well. So Backstreet Boy, 1816, Akhil Suresh, R.J. Pridwan, all of them had questions. What is your opinion about Manyapada? Do you believe in the power of the 12th man? And what can we expect from fans next season? Maybe they're asking you to set goals for them as well.
I already told that it's one of the strengths of Kerala Blasters. No, one of the most important strengths of Kerala Blasters are the supporters. No, when I watched the games of Kerala Blasters, it was fantastic atmosphere in the games. The stands yellow, fantastic tifos. As you said, also when they are playing away, a lot of people going to watch the games of the team. So
yeah,
we will need it. We need them. We need them. It's one of the strengths that we have that other teams they haven't. So I can only say that we are going to do our best. That I hope that they are going to feel proud of their team and of his team and that they are going to enjoy this next season with us. And they are going to enjoy is that we are doing well and we are going to enjoy everybody together.
Fabulous, and I'm sure they can't wait to see you as well, and expect some reception when you get to Kochi. From experience, I can tell you that place. I've done some commentary over there. Every time there's a goal scored, the whole dais, the place where you do commentary from, absolutely shakes. So you feel like there's a mini yellow earthquake expected every time you're over there. Gokul Ramesh had a question. Are you looking for younger players or more experienced players? In your chat with the management and with Carolis as well. Because you worked with the likes of SK Sahil and Naurim, who was so good for you in the previous season.
Yes, we are working in all the scenarios. I mean, for me, the most important thing is that the player is a good player. I don't see if he has 18 years, 17, or 35, because sometimes there are players with 35 years that they have the hunger of a player of 20 or 18 years, and a player of 22 years that he thinks that he knows everything about football. No, so it depends of each person, but I think that Kerala has good players in the academy. So I want to check them in the first 2 months in the preseason and give chances to the players that they have the possibility to play in professional football. No, we have already very young players. No, for example, Jackson, defensive midfielder, Nondamba Naurem, Raul, Sahal. We have young players that I expect that they are going to be important players in the team. And also we have players as Bartok Beche, Sandes, players with more experience. It's important to have players with experience and players that they with the hunger to be professional players, young players, and make a good mixture, a good cocktail.
That's a nice one. Make a good cocktail of young and experienced. But you're absolutely right. Rahul KP is one of the brightest stars to be coming out of Kerala. Super quick as well. And like you said, Jigsan Singh, who had a who had a bit of a breakout season last time around. And that's what Naseem Suleiman asked on Twitter as well. He said Kerala Blasters is one team that has given the most amount of playing time for young Indian players. You've got to talk about some of the best Indian youngsters in the league. You look at Kerala Blasters sometimes. How impressed have you been with some of these younger Indian players, if you've had a chance to watch them at Kerala Blasters so far, Kibu?
You mean in Kerala Blasters, the young?
Yeah, in Kerala.
Blasters. No, for example, Jackson, he had very good matches as defensive midfielder. He has distribution of the ball. For me, Raul he didn't play too much. I don't know why last season, because I wasn't there.
Injury.
Yes, yeah. But he's a very good player. I tell you one thing. When I came to Mohun Bagan, I watched also the games of Mohun Bagan 2 years ago, no? And I remember a game between Mohun Bagan and Indian Arrows, and Raul played and scored 1 goal. I think he gave an assist, and I remember that I talked with the directors of Mohun Bagan if it's possible to bring this player, Raul. And now how well now the season is going to be with us. So I expect very much about him, because as you said, he's really quick. He's very fast. He's a very fast player, and he can play in different positions. He can play in the right. He can play in the left as winger. He can play as second striker, for example, as well. Also, I was impressed with Sahal, the number 18. He's a fantastic player. He's one of the best Indian players I have seen. With the very creative. I love this kind of players. I think we have to create a good environment around him, and because I think he could be a very good player, a very good player. He already is, but I mean he could be even better.
The potential to get better, yeah, absolutely. I can never forget Sahal's assist to Rahul KP. I think it was against Hyderabad away from home, and Rahul KP scoring that goal. So I mean, two boys from Kerala combining so well is always a joy to watch, particularly when they're playing, for their home team. But also a lot of questions have come in, Kibu, about goalkeepers, and what are your thoughts? International goalkeepers traditionally have done well, right from the time of David James, and then people like Graham Stack or Paul Rahupka. What are your thoughts about some of the Indian keepers getting a look in? How important is that for you in terms of recruitment?
Look, the goalkeeper is a very important part of the team, no? So for me, for example, it's important that the goalkeeper has to play good with their feet, no? Because he's if you are playing from behind, you are playing the ball from the goalkeeper. It's important that the goalkeeper can play and can interact with the defensive line, even to the midfielders. And for example, we had a very good goalkeeper with Sankar Roy last season, because he's excellent with the feet, no? But we have in Kerala 3 goalkeepers, and we are going to work with them and try to get the best of them. And I'm sure that we have 3 good goalkeepers, and they are going to help us for sure.
I can see you've been watching a lot, you've been following a lot. Have people like VP Suhair helped you out in terms of understanding what to expect from Kerala, or what to expect from other teams in the ISL as well?
You mean VP Suhair?
Yeah.
VP Suhair play all the matches with me last season. No, he's a very good player. He's a fantastic boy. And also I like he's very versatile. No, he can play as winger. He can play as second striker. He helps very much the team in offensive phase, in defensive phase. He's a good player, and he's from Kerala. So we will see.
Yeah, I hope he told you a bit about the food and what to expect from Kerala as well. But what have you liked about the ISL so far and Indian football that you've spent so much time? You said you watched Mohun Bagan almost 2 years before you first came. What have you seen in terms of the development, the growth of Indian football, Kibu?
I think the next step in Indian football, and you are already working on it, is to work in the academies. I mean, it's the most important thing. To work well in the academies with good methodology, with good coaches, because it's the future of Indian football. Because if not, I think in India we have to work better in the long term. I feel what I felt last season is that in India in football, especially in the professional teams, the professional teams are working in the short term, here and now. Tomorrow we have game, and but I think in football you have to if you want to create good players, if you want to develop the football in your country, you have to work in the long term, and that's why I'm telling that the most important thing now in Indian football is to have patience, but working well. The academies of every team.
Fair enough. And if I can jog your memory back and ask you to just reminisce a little bit, your best memory as a coach so far, you want to share with the fans?
In India or all the
in your entire career?
Wow, I have to think. To be honest, the moment that when we won the game against Isol and we celebrate with our supporters in Kalyani was a fantastic time, no? Fantastic.
Yeah.
So this feeling to make happy and to see happy everybody around you is a fantastic feeling. It's a fantastic feeling. But also I remember my time when we won, when I was a player, and also I was coaching when we won an international championship with the university. I think 25 years ago or more, and also the titles in Poland with Legia Warsaw. We won two leagues, 2 cups, 2 super cups. It was a fantastic time, and also I remember this game against Steaua Bucharest in the playoff of the Champions League, that we couldn't advance to the group phase because we draw 2 times, so 1-1 in Romania and 2 in Poland, and I think it was a fantastic time, but we were very close to play the best competition in the world.
Of course, you've also been in Lithuania, where the technical director comes from. So I can see that there's a bit of a combination there already with your time spent over there. But somebody just asked your favorite Indian player in the ISL. Do you have a favorite Indian player who you've liked watching so far? He could be from Kerala Blasters if you want to choose.
Yes, for example, I was surprised with the quality of Sahal when I watched the games of Kerala Blasters. Also, I like very much the right back of Etika Kolkata, Prabir.
Prabir Das, yeah.
For me, it's a fantastic wing back or fantastic right back. No, it's a fantastic player. No, I think what I watched what the best 2 players I have seen. Also, Nishu Kumar, when I watched in Bengaluru, is a fantastic wing back also, or right back. No?
And your favorite foreign player that you liked watching in the ISL? If you have a couple, you can name a few.
Ubeche is a very good player, but also in ATK, Krishna is a player that he's making differences. No, he's very fast. He's a good scorer. Also Williams is a very good player. Partalu in Bengaluru as defensive midfielder. Bumus perhaps is the most creative player last season the best creative foreign player in ISL last season, the player of FC Goa.
Yeah, Hugo Bumu. We had a chance to interact with him in the previous edition of Let's Football Live. Who's been your toughest opponent so far? Something that that you've learned a lot from in a particular match or against a particular team? Tough one.
Yeah, tough one. Last season, for example, the games against Gokul and Kerala. Fernando Varela, Spanish coach, is a very good coach, and they had a very good team, And
We just lost you there.
in the final of the yes, and then we won the first game, the fourth game of the league, and we couldn't play the second one. It was the last game, of the season. We couldn't play, and I told with him after the season, and he told me, we were waiting for you. In the last we were waiting for you. No, we want to win you. But I think Kerala last season was the toughest one. But next season is going to be, every game is going to be tough, because fantastic teams, every team is fantastic, fantastic coaches. You can see that every team is very well prepared tactically, with different styles, but very, very well prepared. It's going to be very tough, so we have to be very well prepared.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was there at the Salt Lake Stadium doing some commentary for the Durand Cup final, and Marcus Joseph, had a great Durand Cup, so he went on to help Gokulam to the title. But, Kibu, you'll be returning to the Salt Lake Stadium with Kerala Blasters, and that promises to be some spectacle. Defending champions ATK against Kibu Vicunia's Kerala Blasters. Is that one stadium that you're really looking forward to, apart from, of course, coaching in Kochi?
It's going to be it's football. That means that it's always happened when you are leaving one place and you are going to another place. But for me, it's going to be fantastic to come back to Kolkata. When we because I have a lot of friends. I love the people in Kolkata. I will always remember my time in Kolkata and in Mohun Bagan. But now we are in Kerala. I'm very happy to be in Kerala Blasters. It's one of perhaps the most beautiful part of India. I'm sure that we are going to create a very good team and play good football. And of course, it's going to be special to come back to Kolkata to play against ATK. But it's going to be special for me and special for them, I guess.
I can just see a few fans writing, say, Manyapara will be there. They'll be there. Doesn't matter, wherever you guys play. But just in terms of, the season to come, Kibu, and as we look to end this session, what is going to be your biggest challenge, you reckon, in this season of the Hero ISL?
I think my the biggest challenge for us is going to be to try to create a very good a good team, to develop a good style. That everybody feels comfortable to play good football. It's going to take time, because it's not the same to play direct football than to play combination game. Positional attack. It takes time. For example, it took time in also in Mohun Bagan, and it takes time because it's more creative. It's more difficult. But I'm sure that we are going to get it. We are going to do it, and it's going to be good. I'm sure. I have the I'm confident. I'm confident that we are going to do well. We are going to perform well in Kerala Blasters.
And in terms of the future of the ISL, from what you've observed, what do you see as the next couple of steps going forward? Since you've traveled around the world and you've observed so many leagues coming up from scratch.
Mm-hmm. I think the competition is very nice. It's fantastic. The organization, even the broadcasting of the matches is top level. But as you said, as I told you before, sorry, I think the most important thing is going to be to work very well with the young boys, because when what I have seen, the difference is when, for example, in Europe, when you are taking players of the second team of one team in Poland, in Spain, the players are well prepared. I mean, the right foot, left foot, understanding of the game, individual tactics, they are well prepared. In India, it's like they have very good things, but in other aspects of the games, they have lacks. So I think that we have to work very well with the young players, and then Indian football and the ISL is going to be the level of both of the Indian national team and the level of the league is going to be better for sure.
Thank you so much. And your final message to the fans about the season to come, Kibu.
Thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for your help. We will need you this season. You are perhaps the most important part of the club, because without you it's not going to be possible to perform well. And we need the best of you, the best of our directors, the best of the coaches, the coaching staff, and of course the best of the players, in order to make a good season, to create a good team, and a team that everybody is going to be proud of it.
Kibu, thank you so much for this chat, for that message. Let's not forget that 4 Spanish, or should we say 3 Spanish coaches have actually won 4 out of the 6 seasons of the Hero ISL. So maybe you can write your name very soon in the future on that list. What do you say?
No, I would like to do it. I would like to do it, but okay, we have to, step by step, we have to create a good team. We have to play good football, and if we do it, we will see. In football, everything is possible.
Absolutely, and that's the note on which we'll make Manyapada believe and the Kerala Blasters fans believe. Thank you so much, Kibu, for joining us. Stay safe, and hope to see you soon.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to talk with you.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Wow, that was a great chat with none other than Kibu vicuna, the new head coach of Kerala Blasters. A lot of challenges for him, of course, in a brand new season. We've got a lot of challenges to deal with as well, with all this lockdown and the COVID-19 pandemic. So hope you guys are staying safe. Thank you so much, by the way, for all your questions. Or should we say, Let's Football Live Kanda Everkum. Orairam Nanni, 1,000 times. Thank you, everybody, for joining us continuously on different broadcasts. To all the fans of Kerala Blasters who tune into this, I'll see you very, very soon. I hope Kibu managed to answer most of your questions. I tried to take as many as possible. We can't take too much of his time, of course, as he spends time with his family. But we'll be back for a brand new session very soon. But until then, stay safe, stay at home, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.